Okay, children, so let me now explain the market mechanism. That means how the equilibrium price is determined by the free forces of demand and supply. Now see in this diagram, in the x-axis I have plotted quantity, in the y-axis I have plotted price. DD is the downward sloping demand curve, SS is the upward rising supply curve. Now equilibrium is the situation where quantity demanded is equal to quantity supplied. That means equilibrium E will be attained at the point where the demand curve DD intersects with the supply curve SS. Now suppose let the price be P1. At P1 you see demand is still here P1A and supply is till here, the point which is touching the supply curve, say B. So how much is the supply? P1B. So which is more? Obviously the supply, since P1B is greater than P1A. So supply is more by how much? By the extent of AB. So this is the supply which is in excess of demand, and this is known as the excess supply. Now there is excess supply in the market. Means what? Demand is less and the stock of goods are more. So what will a rational producer do? They will try to sell it off at a lower price. That is why price will come down. Until and unless this excess supply is still persisting, price keeps going down till point E is reached. And at point E, what is the price? P star. What is the quantity bought and sold? Q star. So P star is the equilibrium price, because see, at this point the demand and the supply both are equal. That means whatever we are buying at P star, the producers are selling that much amount only at P star. So both the consumers and the producers are satisfied. Now suppose the price is below the equilibrium price, say P2. So this was P1. I forgot to write P1. So this was P1. This is P2. Now suppose P2 is a price which is below the equilibrium price. Now look carefully. At price P2, how much is the demand? Let's take this price till it reaches point H. And H is on the demand curve DD. So demand is P2H. So P2H is the demand. How much is the supply? P2G. But which is more? P2H is more than P2G. P2H is more than P2G. By how much? By the extent of GH. So this GH represents the excess demand, since quantity demanded P2H is more than P2G. Now when there is excess demand in the market, that means people want more, but the producers are not able to give you more. So what will happen? There will be rise in price. Price will start shooting up, because producers know that whatever they sell off, whatever they are producing will be sold off because demand is too high. So now what happens? Price starts rising up until and unless once again equilibrium point E is reached. This is how the equilibrium price P star and thereby the equilibrium quantity Q star is determined by the free forces of demand and supply. This is an automatic process. No one is doing it, and that is why Adam Smith, the father of economics, has said that there must be some invisible hand working behind this entire process. So this equilibrium is reached automatically. How? By the forces of demand and supply, and this equilibrium point E is a stable equilibrium. Now what do you mean by stable equilibrium? That means neither the producers nor the consumers have any tendency to move away from this point. That means that any disturbances which will try to shift the point from E will again restore it back automatically. So see, when there was excess supply, automatically it has been removed and again point E is reached. Again, if there is excess demand, automatically this disequilibrium situation, this disturbance is cleared and the market again reaches to point E. This is called the price mechanism. That means the mechanism through which equilibrium price is determined by the free forces of demand and supply.